So there's about 5 fanfictions out there written about me, and in one of them I impregnate a guy. But I noticed there haven't been that many written lately, so today I'm changing that. Today I'm hiring someone to write a fanfiction story about me and my friends, and I'm also gonna create a comprehensive guide on how to create the perfect Quinten Hyde fanfiction story. So I tweeted out that I was gonna do this, and my friend Charlie actually immediately went like, oh, I'll write it. So I was like, okay, that's totally cool. I wrote 2 guides for her. The first one being this, the epic Quinten Hyde fanfiction, an apprehensive guide to writing Quinten Hyde fiction. Also, I hate the word fans, so it cringes me internally that I have to say it, because, oh, I hate that word. But let's take a look. So first, there's like this description of all the characters, which are basically just my friends that are associated with me here online. The first one is me in a time that my hair looked significantly better than it does right now. Quinten Hyde, personality. Quinten Hyde is an energetic, fun-loving guy fueled by his passion for content creation and an audience interaction. He loves nothing more than creating content online and social media. He is usually energetic around people and has a positive mindset, but secretly hides his negative emotions and fears from the public because he is scared people will only want to be around him when he's positive and happy. He tries to be the leader, wants to make decisions and overly plans and analyzes all actions and steps he takes. Appearance, I mean, I can just describe it, but there's the picture of me and you're seeing me like right now. Then there's my stats, like my height and my age. And then, what's so fun to me, additional information. He is autistic and therefore a bit strange sometimes. Scared of mosquitoes, great at dabbing, and says finna woke sometimes. And that's all completely accurate. Mosquitoes creep me the hell out. But I also include friends like Jasper Lust, who's been on this channel before, so if you've ever been here, you already know who he is. Jasper's an easygoing, quiet guy. He has a lot of passion for music and often quotes music-related things that literally no one else understands. He keeps to himself a lot and would rather help others with their struggles than ever express his own. He loves silly and goofy things despite his adult demeanor. Despite being liked by a lot of people, Jasper rarely likes anyone back due to finding everyone an unsuitable match. Additional information, cooks burritos with surprisingly little vegetables. Like genuinely, his burritos are like not filled at all. Speaks immensely quietly, makes a lot of male genital related jokes, and a big fan of free and discounted stuff. So basically, when you give this like a little bit of a scroll, you can see me, my YouTube friends, my TikTok friends, everyone is just included in it. And the greatest thing is, I'm putting a download link to this document down below in the description. So if you ever were like this in your life, oh man, I wish I could write a story about Quinten and his friends, but I don't know their specific like personalities and everything. I wish there was a document that could tell me this. Well, you're welcome then. But genuinely, just reading through them is quite funny. But I also wrote a fanfic synopsis, which basically told the writer what she had to put in there and some additional writer notes. So the synopsis is, the characters live together in one large house as a group of influencers gathered and organized by the leader and most popular influencer, Quinten Hyde, parentheses, whose hair is always on point. And this didn't age well because I wrote this a couple weeks back and it didn't look like this at the time. They all live a fun, carefree life being in Quinten's videos and building their audiences online. They love life. This is until someone in the group gets kidnapped. At first they think it was done by a crazy viewer who got too obsessed, but as they find the person near the end of the story, they realize it was someone they knew all along. Writer's note, so these are important things that need to be included in the video. Please make sure Quinten Hyde has at least one magical power. Very important. You get to pick who gets kidnapped, except for Quinten, because I want to be in the story. You get to pick who the kidnapper is. You can choose to use or not use anyone in the character sheet, but the more the merrier. I don't know who is included. Like, there might only be like 2 characters in there. You can definitely include yourself, like we established, because we talked about this. She can put herself in there. You get to choose who is part of the influencer group and who isn't. This way you can decide whether or not the kidnapper is or isn't in the group. I forgot that I wrote that, and that's really smart. You can get the kidnapper 1 or 2 henchmen if you want, but you don't have to. Overall, you get to pick why the kidnapper did what they did, and you fully get to decide how it happened and how it ends. So a few weeks went by, and yesterday, during lunchtime, I got a PDF file sent over to me on what's battery low? I hate everything. Anyway, here's the story. Let's read it, shall we? The influencer house started to stir with noises. Not in the way the Team 10 house would at this time in the morning, but at least the influencer house was nicer. The 4 living there were all friends, and at least there were no dumpsters on fire, and they had a lot more staying power. The influencers within the house were discussing videos ideas with Quinten Hyde, the renowned leader, mostly because people didn't want to drag down his enthusiasm and because the influencer house was his idea. bringing up his idea for a gigantic game of hide and seek, which he renamed Hide and Seek yet again. That's an actual idea that I have, and I'm gonna make it happen. The influencers in the house had already agreed to join in, as had friends of his from other parts of the country. You see, I'm trying to get a sponsor for it so that I can actually give out a reward. That is something that I also actually said, yes. Why don't you get TikTok to sponsor you? Jasper interrupted him. Though by how quietly he always spoke, you could have missed it were you not paying attention to it in that moment. It's funny because it's true. You know, actually, that's not a bad idea, Quinten replied, ever cheerful. Now I just have to figure out a way to get in touch with them to do that, you know? What if they gave us TikTok-related safety vests? Jasper joked. Everyone would be running around in TikTok vests. We'd be found eventually. Quinten threw out a dab in approval. Nathania, Nat for short, groaned in reply. Can you stop with the dabs? Never, Quinten replied, throwing out another. Nat looked up from her laptop, from which she was continuing the writing of her book, to give him a look, then sighed and threw out a dab of her own. Why is this so accurate? They all finished their breakfast before discussing their plans for the day. I'm gonna go to the supermarket and then need to record some videos. I have this great idea for TikTok. Writer's note, I don't know anything about TikTok, so make up an idea and fill in the blank. Yeah, right now I have nothing in my TikTok draft, so genuinely I am out of ideas right now myself, so I'll get back to you on that one. Cool, I'm gonna go to the music store. There was a 2-for-1 on CDs deal. I figured maybe there would be some cool ones there, Jasper replied. Well, who buys CDs still? I just wanna go to the pet shop a bit. I heard they got new puppies in, Sori said, and Nat looked up again. Sori and I are gonna go to the pet shop to look at the new puppies, she repeated. Okay, then I will see you guys later. I'm gonna go get ready to get out, Quinten announced before putting his plate in the sink and leaving to go to his room. That's accurate, I don't do dishes ever. The three nodded and muttered a bye, see you later in reply before sharing a look. Quinten shrugged their look off and headed up the stairs to get ready. Quinten had come home from the supermarket to find the influencer house empty. Everyone was gone. Hey, guys, he called out, but there was no response in return. He unloaded the groceries and a few moments later, Nat and Sori walked in, seeming a bit winded and out of breath. Hey, what's up? Have you seen Jasper? No, he was with you guys? Duh. Well, he's gone, Nat replied. We found a note on his bed once he came back. It just says we need to find him and some coordinates. That sounds like something I would do, just kidnapping Jasper for a video. So you think Jasper's playing a prank on us or something? Quinten questioned, but Nat sounded too worried for that to be her first guess. I mean, she's kind of always worried, so I would not have been worried. Unless he's taken, Sori replied. He's got an audience. Maybe someone is trying to get publicity by kidnapping him. That's some awful publicity. Should we call the police? Nat asked, a bit panicked. No, we'll do that once we find him. Besides, this is the kind of thing I've been waiting for, Quinten replied. What do you mean? Remember how I got bitten by that mosquito a few weeks ago? Yeah, you totally freaked out. It wasn't even that big of a bite, Ned replied, somewhat sarcastically. Someone's been kidnapped. There's no time to be sarcastic about mosquitoes right now. They're awful. Can I just add that this is the first time I'm reading all of this? Like, we're sharing this moment right now. The girls looked at him, eyebrows raised. Yeah, since then, believe it or not, I've been able to get from place to place really fast. The girls looked at him, eyebrow raised. You're trying to tell us you can teleport, Sori asked. So why did you walk to the store then? I was waiting for an actual heroic moment to use the superpower, Quinten scoffed. And it's not teleporting, it's kind of like super speed. He corrected them. Here, I'll give you a demonstration. He stood in the kitchen, but a second later, he was in the doorway. Then he was back in the same spot in the kitchen, throwing a dab to signal his victory. And his hair was still pretty greatly intact too. Well, you could have told that sooner, Nat scoffed. It just kind of sucked that you didn't get the ability to, you know, fly. How are you criticizing my superpowers? What the hell? Yeah, you're just jealous because it's really cool. See, that is something I would say. So now let's go find Jasper. Give me those coordinates. Nat handed the piece of paper over. The coordinates led to a hotel in the back street of Amsterdam, the same city as where the influencer house was located. Great, found it. Let's go. He dabbed again, seemingly preparing himself to speed run off again, but Nat grabbed his shoulder. Do I just like Naruto run, but like this? Two things. One, we can't speed run like you can, so we're gonna have to take a bus. Two, is the dab really necessary? I thought it was a cool thing to do as I speed run, like a signature move. When you're as good at dabbing as I am, you have to use it for something, right? Nat nodded, I guess, but we can't do that, so we're gonna have to take the bus. Guys, Jasper's still waiting for us, Sori said, breaking up the conversation. Let's go? Absolutely! And off they went. I am on the floor now. They had to pass the pet shop on their way to the bus stop, which means the puppies had the full attention of both Nathania and Serena again. Wait, are they just... They're distracted by dogs while rescuing their kidnapped friend. That's awful. I like the black and white one, Sori said, pointing to the front one, because it looks like a cow. Exactly, it's so cute. I like that brown one. It got really nice eyes. Ned replied. Welcome back to look at the puppies once we've retrieved Jasper, Quinten said, taking charge of the group. There we go, Quinten. Quinten's my favorite character. We have to go help him now. The dogs can wait. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're right, Ned said. Let's go save Jasper. Who else is going to criticize music every single second of the day? Exactly, let's go. The bus is almost here. We've got 3 minutes before it leaves. Otherwise, we have to wait 15 minutes again. Quinten said, leading the group to the bus stop quickly. They boarded the bus and made it to the bus stop closest to the hotel. They still had to walk 5 minutes, but Quinten Hyde, with his good hair and super speed, had looked up the route on the bus. Okay, we have to go straight ahead until the end of the road and then left, he explained, and the two girls nodded. Okay, I can see the hotel, he announced after a few minutes, crediting it to his tall height. We get it, you're taller than people think. I can't help that I'm 6'1.5" and you guys are 5'4". There's nothing wrong with being 5'4", but in this case, 6 feet almost 2 is handy because I can spot things easily. This is so specific. They entered the hotel and Ned walks up to the receptionist. Hello, did a boy with brown swoopy Justin Bieber-like hair come into your hotel earlier? He's like 5'7", pretty thin, wearing skinny jeans. Yeah, he did. You looking for him? Yeah, he's our friend. He told us he would be here, Nat says, looking at the other two to back her up. Yeah, he is. He's got a surprise planned for us, he said. Quinten improved, and Sori laughed. What? He asked. Nothing, she laughed again. Okay, well, your friend's in room 24. Are they just allowed to say that? The receptionist smiled at them. The 3 social media stars smiled back, thanking her before going to take the elevator. Once they got into the room, Quinten does a dab and speeds off to the door. He knocks on the door, but he does it so hard that he knocks a dent into the door. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. That reminds me of that TikTok song. Wow, I didn't know he did that. Add super strength to the power list. Sori nodded. Wait, can you get a dent in a wooden door? Quickly, they enter the hotel room to find it empty. Wait, what? Jasper? The 3 influencers began to call out, hoping to find their friend or at least get a reply from him. They didn't get a reply. Well, let's look around then. We have to find him, Nat said, protective over one of her closest friends. They began to look around the room, getting to the living compartment of the hotel room. Well, what kind of fancy ass hotel is this? Finally, they spotted him, sat at a table, playing cards. Well, at least waiting for his opponent to return. Jasper! Hey guys, you found me! Yeah, so you were right? Quinten asked, looking to see if his friend was tied to a chair. But he wasn't. He could move completely freely. Wait, what's going on? Quinten asked, noticing that both Nat and Sori had gone probably quiet. The two were trying to stifle their laughs. Suddenly, the door to the bathroom opened. Hey guys! Wait, Charlie? Quinten asked, confused. You kidnapped Jasper? The girl smiled back at her friends. Haha, lol, yeah, don't worry. He's absolutely fine. He's been fed and watered and everything. By the way, did you know he eats his burritos really strange? Basically meat only. What's that about? Nice! Yeah, no, right? Ned replied. Whoa, hold up. You kidnapped Jasper. Why? Quinten asked, only getting more confused. Oh, Jasper was in on it, she replied back. So were Ned and Sori. This was a setup, Quinten. The others were looking on, amused. I don't get it. Nat's been filming you most of the time now. It's basically one big elaborate prank, Charlie explained, sitting down on the chair. Wait, you guys were really in on it? Ned and Sori nodded, and Jasper pointed to the camera which was hidden in the room, secretly recording. I can't believe this, Quinten said. It seriously was only a prank. Jasper asked me if I would be down for it. He said it would be a fair payback for all the half-naked thumbnails you've made him do. Okay, that's a fair point. He was fine the entire time. He came here right after you left to go to the store. This was planned to a T, mate. Is that an expression? I don't know that expression. Well, I have to commend you guys for it. You really got me. We've had something to do, and we have a big old collab to post online and catch those views, Jasper said, throwing up a dab. So you were seriously okay this whole time? Quinten asked, just checking out a concern. Everything is copa sete, Jasper sang, fairly off pitch. Others laughed, and the kidnapper waved them to the table. We can get room service, pick whatever you want. How do y'all have this much money? To help you out over the mini heart attack for thinking copa... Boy, he really went missing. Did you guys know Quinten got bit by a mosquito and now has superpowers? Sori muttered. That literally sounds like something she would randomly bring up again, the way it's written here, so I quite like that. Wait, what? Yeah, seriously, he got super strength hand. What? Super strength hand, super speed. Oh, and, sorry, what the hell? Nathania added. I've always said that I had superpowers, Quinten proudly announced. Well, I always thought you were joking, but basically you're the mosquito version of Spider-Man? Don't say it like that, you'll ruin it. The mosquito part itself was not exactly fun. fun, Quinten replied. Well, it's pretty funny. Mosquito Man, Charlie replied. Oh no, don't let that be a thing. Well, it's definitely a thing now. So, room service it is. The video got over 1 million views and caused no controversy because everyone was in on the prank. It was trending on YouTube for a week and the influencer house became a regular name in YouTube speak. It's beautiful. It ended with me having powers and views. It's everything I've ever wanted. Superpowers and a lot of views. So, not everyone who was included in the guide was actually in the story. But it gives me the opportunity to one day, if this video does well, hire someone else, again, just randomly, and see who they include in the story. With the like exact same synopsis. And even if you were planning on doing something like that, send it over to me. That'd be so funny. You know, don't feel forced. I will leave Charlie, the writer's social media down below in the description as well. And if you're curious about the time that I and my friend Benno created the perfect Tinder profile using science, you can click right there or the link down below in the description. I post a video every Wednesday. And basically every video has this crazy shenanigan to hopefully entertain you, but to also show you that it's okay to have these kind of crazy ideas and mindset and to actually make it happen. But above all, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I would love to see you next time.